ADHD, attention deficit disorder, is a serious problem, and it affects mostly black children in schools in America as well as in Europe. In England, UK for instance, many black children are classified as ADHD. Where is there a way to verify this classification of the black child? What are the methods that are used in schools to indicate that the child is ADHD? Also, let's come to the parents. Do you notice any signs of ADHD, attention problems within your child, hyperactivity problems within your child? What makes you believe that in fact those are conditions that will inhibit your child from learning? Now here's a mother, a black mother. She's just had a baby and she is very much in love with the baby, cuddling the baby. But there are conditions too that we need to place upon the mother, so that she realizes that she has some responsibilities regarding how her child performs in school. So we have 6 qualifier questions for the black mother, and the questions are going to be posed shortly, so that we don't just push the blame to the school system. We also need to know whether the mother is complicit in the detriment of our child's learning process. So here are the questions. Mom, are you an addict? Yes. Are you on a bad diet? Yes. Are you emotionally disturbed? Yes. Are you a big procrastinator? Yes. Do you really love the baby? Well, no, I really don't love the baby. I didn't want to have the baby now. All right, okay, don't worry. Would you have aborted the baby? Yes. All right. Well, we have so many yeses to these questions, but are there solutions? Yes, indeed, there are solutions. These solutions will come not through drugs, but through spiritual means, because the black child is a spiritual child. The black mother is a spiritual mother. Now, if the mother chose to change her behavior, to alter her behavior, to act in all these destructive ways, certainly those destructive forms of behavior are going to affect the child. And so, is there a way to help the child? Yes, there is a way to help the child, and that is what we are going to provide here for black parents whose children have been identified or classified as ADHD. And so we will definitely provide solutions that will be very meaningful and that will actually help the child and the parent forever. We have done this here in Los Angeles with children who were kicked out of school for ADHD problems, and they performed extremely well. So we are very sure that we have the solution, and on the next page we will provide these solutions so that they are quantifiable. They are the solutions that we use to help parents and also to help the children to succeed. So we are not just saying anything that is not of merit. We are saying something that you can measure. It's a measurable system that we have, that we help parents to be able to identify the problem and also be able to help their children resolve the problem. Here we are showing the solutions to the ADHD problem by using the pineal gland, the Dogon pineal gland gauge, tester gauge. The pineal gland tester gauge has 2 sections, the melatonin measure and the serotonin measure. Here we got black site for melatonin measure, where we identify melatonin as black site because melatonin produces concentration, the power of concentration. Now, if you do not know how to concentrate, you will never understand what I'm talking about. Concentration is developed through many factors, many very, very complex factors, and these factors contribute to the manufacture of melatonin. One of those is cosmic radiation from the stars in the universe. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of this, but cosmic waves from the universe are required in order to manufacture melatonin. Now, I would like to have anyone out there to create an argument, and I'll be prepared to support my argument anywhere. So anyways, Here we have melatonin. We have a high level of melatonin versus a very low level of serotonin. Now, why is that? Well, this is when a child is born, particularly a black child, from a mother who didn't have any of those problems that we had stated earlier. The child is born from a mother that wasn't an addict. The mother was not involved with any bad food, bad diet, bad habits, and procrastination and all that kind of thing, no trauma. Where that child will have a high measure of melatonin because of the fact that the mother would have herself developed a lot of melatonin through the process of having a baby. Now, during this time, the amount of melatonin that was produced in the mother also transfers into the formation of melanin in the skin of the child. So the child will be we have a lot of melanin as well as melatonin. So this child will have a great capacity to learn faster. We never suffer from ADHD because the melatonin level is high and serotonin level is low. Now, the mother who answered yes to all those questions will have a child whose melatonin level will be low, as we show here, compared to the serotonin. The serotonin level will be high. So what we do now with our tester gauge is we take a child like that, no matter what age it is, 5 years old or whatever, and we give subsequent tests to the child. We have special tests, wonder wheels test, special wonder wheels test that we give the child. From that test, we begin to measure the amount of serotonin compared to melatonin. In other words, we are testing serotonin-melatonin ratios. From this test, we'll be able to determine whether this child is ADHD or not. Then we'll be able to verify whether the test that the child was given in school was actually of merit, was a worthy test or not. And so once we identify the child as having that problem, then we design a special wonder wheel system that the child continues to play. We've done that. We've done that with autistic children. We've done that with cerebral palsy children, and they have performed successfully. So we are not saying this by theory. We are saying this by fact. Thank you.